Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba Hashem, Rekakwadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere Akim, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, The Daughters of Music Brought Low. Lord will, you are edified. Video will be going into, people's thoughts in regards to the Super Bowl as well as the NBA All-Star Weekend. Now, back during the 90s, right, the Super Bowl, oh my God. Even if your team wasn't playing in the Super Bowl, it was still a big event, as well as the playoffs, the NBA playoffs, and things of that nature, like during the 90s. I think, in my personal opinion, for the NBA, the era of Jordan, that was the height. Okay, and then, of course, it still did pretty well up until maybe mid-2000s. I think once Kobe retired, when he retired, it was really flatlined because now the face of the league, which is LeBron James, has really been very detrimental to that game. But all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah, because this is still prophecy being fulfilled if you can receive this in the spirit. So the NBA dunk contest is not the same anymore. The NBA three-point contest is not the same no more. The Super Bowl, right, is not the same no more. And this is prophetic because this is an example, or these are examples of the daughters of music being brought low. Lord will, again, you are edified. First video comes from the platform TikTok. Miami Heat, fair use.
Specials coming. They call him Showtime. Take flight. So, yeah.
That won the dunk contest, and that's a goddamn shame.
That's what he's going with?
I have the feeling he's going.
Now, this was back in 2000. Check this shit out.
All right, here is Vince Carter with his first shot.
Let's go home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Yes. Let's go home. Let's go home.
Hey, that is a reverse 360 going in.
And during this time frame, these dunks were all very creative, okay? And they're still being used at this time frame now.
Against the grain. That is unbelievable. Dribbled by that one.
Hey, my goodness, you know what I'm saying?
For Vince Carter. And Vince adding to the repertoire.
Well, we've just seen a new out-of-bounds play for the Toronto Raptors.
Ladies and gentlemen, still try to do something spectacular.
Oh, it did not.
It's over. It's over.
Over the table.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Kenny, he's got 3 of your top 5 all
Content. He's going to take.
And a 37, a spectacular.
I saw it.
Have you ever seen that?
Take a timeout.
All right, Vince Carter with his first on the final round.
Ladies, wait, timeout. Can I take a timeout?
Have
Can
we
I take
ever
a
seen
timeout?
that before?
Can I take a timeout?
I saw him rubbing his upper arm because he knew how far into the rim he was going.
Wait a moment, Dan. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that before. I'm not sure the guy can.
W Super Bowl, WLA trip.
All right, second video comes from the MNENT, fair use. Ben the Dunn was disappointed at NBA All-Star Weekend.
What? All-Star, like the games and shit, that shit was weak as fuck this year, fool. I ain't gonna lie, fool. The dunk contest, three-point contest, game, all that shit was ass, bro. Ass.
I'm here to tell you right now,
We don't care.
I don't know.
Okay, so they're saying that you do have some comments saying that the game was actually good if you watched. The game was solid. And also, Shaquat did send me a text message saying that they looked like they were attempting to compete. So there you have it.
What the fuck them niggas had going on? Nothing, but that shit was buns, nigga. I'm so, like, bro, ain't that, bro, the All-Star Weekend, bro, when I tell you, when I was coming up, bro, that shit used to be like something to look forward to, bro.
See?
Like, nigga be like, bro, we finna go watch the dunks. Niggas doing all type of crazy ass shit, bro. I came up, I was legit when they had and1 and all that type of shit, bro, like.
And I'm going to say this, and also the East versus West game, right? That game was extremely competitive. When Jordan and them was playing, they played.
That shit was really going on. Now, you got niggas, I don't even know where bro jumped from, gang.
So, Super Bowl, stories came in. Check this out.
Comes from the page Breaking News for use. Super Bowl ratings questioned as Bad Bunny halftime show spars culture and legacy debate.
Tom, I'm probably going to come to you with this one here for Super Bowl numbers. Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show leads to massive decline in viewership. New report comes in. I don't know what this new report is, but Rob, let's go to it anyways on what the numbers are because I pulled it up this morning. Do you have it, Rob? Is this where it shows the numbers? Or
yes,
let me just
right
read
down
this
here.
Do you have it? Okay, boom. So, per tracking, okay, so Zoom delivered another massive night. Television and the data, our latest viewership insight reveals 48.6 million U.S. households tune into the Super Bowl, representing a 13% decrease from last year's game. Is that real, Rob?
This is according to Outkick, which I believe is owned by Fox News.
26.5 million U.S. households watched. Can you press watch more just to see show more, Rob, on the bottom so I can read the rest of it? No, Rob, go up. Right there where it says show more. Rob, on the tweet it says show more, Rob.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
God, please don't yell at my friend Rob. I mean, he's trying the best he can.
Rob, 99.9% of the time he's flawless. So, all right, let me get to this. NFL's decision to book Bad Bunny for Super Bowl halftime show was almost immediately controversial. I just want the numbers. There were several ratings now available at Super Bowl, with one source, Sama TV, perpetrating to measure the numbers of households per their tracking. 40.6 million households, which represents a 13% decline. According to their estimates, 26.5 million households watched the halftime show, a whopping 39% decline from Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. What are these estimates, Rob? Because when I go, and if you ask on ChatGPT, okay, go to ChatGPT, Rob, and type in top 5 most viewed halftime shows of all time. What comes up? Top 5 most viewed halftime shows of all time. What comes up? Number 1 is, oh, really? Katy Perry, number 1? 121 million? 121 million. Number 2, no, that's not the right math. Then why would they put Katy Perry up top?
That doesn't make any sense.
I have Kendrick Lamar, number 1, 133.5 million viewers.
Sounds right.
Michael Jackson, I have number 2, 133.4.
20 years over.
Now, when Michael Jackson was doing it, there was no fucking social media. This was really off the muscle, like Nabas say.
20 years ago with smaller audiences.
Tom, 33 years ago.
Holy
1993.
Think about the population of
1993, 33 years ago. And he almost beat Lamar by 100,000. Then you have Usher, 129.3. Then you have...
So everything is declining, right? Let's go to a source, PFSN. NBA World reacts to empty arena for dunk contest and three-point contest during All-Star Saturday. This is embarrassing. NBA All-Star Weekend is supposed to be a showcase of the game's biggest stars and a way to celebrate basketball on a global stage. However, in recent years, declining ratings and waning interest have raised concerns. In 2026, those concerns became impossible to ignore as thousands of empty seats dominated the view inside the $2 billion Intuit Dome, deserted view during the All-Star Weekend. The warning signs were already evident during Friday's Rising Stars event, where more than 90% of the arena appeared empty. The broadcast was forced to use tight angles, focusing only on the few occupied sections to avoid exposing the massive void. They also used lights on the seats to try to hide some of the empty seats. However, the scene sparked immediate criticism toward NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and league officials who were already facing scrutiny over All-Star Weekend's direction. Most fans and media personnel believed things would improve on Saturday as the slam dunk contest and the three-point contest have historically been must-watched attractions. Unfortunately, the scene inside the arena told a different story. Once again, large sections of empty seats surrounded the court, and many people watching from home couldn't help but notice. Ticket prices quickly became one of the most discussed reasons behind the lack of attendance. The Rising Stars game reportedly averaged $110, while some resale seats were as expensive as $1,000. In 2025, SeatGeek reported ticket prices have already jumped 49% over the previous year. For Saturday's main events, prices were even steeper as entry-level tickets began at $400, lower tier seats climbed to $1,400, and spots near the wall section cost around $1,000. Many fans argued that the event was becoming inaccessible to average supporters and it had turned into an exclusive luxury experience. All right, from Gary Washburn, a lot of empty seats at Intuit Dome for All-Star Saturday night. Not sure what the league can do if the tickets are purchased and not used, but there has to be a way to distribute unused or unwanted tickets to kids in the LA or the local community hosting the All-Star game. By James Boyd. Don't know if it solves everything, but I think the NBA should make the tickets $10 like a high school game and include as many free parking passes as you can until you run out, and then make concession stand prices like a high school game too. Just make it accessible. Okay. I was trying to zoom in. All right, so of course, let's go to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. In America, no jobs, job loss. And the reason why this is happening, because it's prophetic, okay? And also the development of AI technology. And the Most High, through Yahushua, designed all of this. Okay, this is just the left-hand side of the Most High working. So, and the door shall be shut, job loss, in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, job loss. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, attempting to find a job, setting your alarm clock extremely early so you can find work or employment. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And also, I use this for musicians and rappers and so on and so forth. But you can equate this to what? Any form of entertainment. Okay? The Super Bowl ratings are down. Even people was talking about how boring the Super Bowl game was. Okay, and look at the attendance for All-Star Weekend. So some people may say, well, hey, a lot of people can't afford that. They need to make it more accessible. But guess what? At the same time frame, people are still not checking for it. Okay, I didn't even know that the All-Star Weekend was this past weekend. I was just scrolling through YouTube and I saw something. And I think I was talking to Shaquat about it too. He said he didn't know. And a lot of people are saying the same thing, that they didn't know because the interest is not there. Okay? And it's not coming back. Isaiah 24 verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. Wine is symbolic for what? It's truth. Okay? So once the Most High basically remove the prophets off the street, there will be a famine of the word. Okay? The internet will no longer be accessible. The prophets will no longer be on the streets. And therefore, there is a famine of the word. There's a crying for wine in the streets. It's true. All joy is darkened. No hope. The mirth of the land is gone, and that is happening in real time in America. Okay, so it's only going to get worse. And we're seeing major red flags because bread and circuses are no longer entertainment for these so-called Americans because they're doing bad. They're broke. They're broke. You know, they're broke, and also it's just not fun anymore. People know that the gig is up, right? All that shit is rigged. So, Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.